Hey, we're Fox and the Bear, and today we're going to be talking about sending post abroad, label printers, and Royal Mail's click and drop service. Let's go! Hey, I'm James.
Hey, I'm Kate.
And we are the faces behind Fox and the Bear. We are a creative duo from the United Kingdom. I'm a graphic designer, Kate's an illustrator, and that's that.
So we recently completed a Kickstarter that resulted in these bad boys being made. So they were backed by people all over the world, which is really great, but it then dawned on us that we were going to have to get our enamel pins shipped from our little home in the UK to all over the world, even to places such as Honolulu.
And Japan.
And America.
And Canada.
And Germany.
And Australia. And how the heck do you do that?
So I don't know about you guys, but personally I get a little bit of post office anxiety. If you go with one letter, it's not too stressful.
But when you're going with 80 of these, it's quite the opposite.
In the UK, these are considered large letter envelopes. If you're sending them abroad, can you just stick a stamp on them? Can you just put them in the post box? Is there a problem with weight? There's all these questions that you ask yourself. We did a lot of online research, but in the end, talking to other creatives and a little bit of trial and error was how we answered those questions.
So we wanted to share what we learned as a small business in the hope that it might help people like you.
One of our trial and error experiences was actually going into the post office and finding out that we needed to purchase international postage, and we also needed to attach a customs declaration form to each package to most of the countries that we were sending them to.
This is quite the task when you have a lot of packages each going to a different address all around the world.
Can you make this less daunting?
Yes, you can. There are many ways to ease the stress of this, the first one being by purchasing a label printer.
This is where I leave it to James because he is the king of research.
So as she said, I did a lot of research online, scouted around, and there are a lot of label printers that are possibly out of people's...
Very expensive.
Yeah, possibly out of people's price range. They were for us. So I was looking for one that was much more affordable but still did the job. And I ended up coming across this one on eBay, which was £99 in total. And after quite a few uses, we printed all 80 labels. So far, it's doing the job well, and we're going to show you how. So when you're looking for a label printer like this one, you need to be looking specifically for a 4x6 inch printer. This is the most common label printing, especially used by Royal Mail's click and drop, which we'll talk about later. The printer we have here is an unbranded printer that I found on eBay for £99. For those interested in this specific printer, I've popped the link in the description below. Now of course, buying unbranded goods, you never know quite what you're going to get compared to your Dymos and your Brothers, but for the price, I just couldn't not try it. Thankfully, it is both Mac and PC compatible, although if you are using a Mac, it has to be plugged in via the USB. Aesthetically, it is a little on the large side, and yes, it is plasticky, but at the end of the day, as long as it prints your labels, that's all that matters. I believe it can fit multiple label sizes, but for us, we'll only ever be using 6x4, so this is perfect. The printer is super easy to use and get in and out of and set up, although if you do own a computer without a disk drive, you will need to email the seller for the drivers for this printer. The only issue that we have come across when printing labels is that in some areas it does not print the best quality, for example this Royal Mail logo that you can see on this label. However, all the important stuff like the recipient's address, the return to sender and the barcode that the post person will need to scan is all clear. All in all, for £99 this is a great little printer that does exactly what we need of it.
As well as a label printer, another really useful free service that you can use is Royal Mail's click and drop.
So if you don't like going to a post office, this allows you to do it from the comfort of your own home, which you can't complain. We're going to show you how. So as Royal Mail states, this is the quick and easy way to buy postage online, and it really is the truth. If you haven't already, head on over to parcel.royalmail.com to sign up for our click and drop account. Once you're all logged in, you'll be able to begin the process of setting up your personalized click and drop. On here, you'll be able to set up your label printing format, you'll be able to set up your return address, but the most important part is you'll be able to integrate click and drop with your online shop. For us, we obviously use Etsy, but this isn't the only integration you can add. If you are on Shopify, eBay, Amazon, you are able to link these up with Royal Mail's click and drop service, which is a dream. Integration is simple. Simply choose the store that you use. On here you'll enter your trading name and your integration name for your own personal preference. And on here you're able to select things such as mark order as dispatched on channel, which means that when you have marked an order that comes through on click and drop, it will send the dispatch notice to your customer on Etsy for you. Selected postage, which offers tracking. The customer will receive an email through Etsy from click and drop to give them their tracking information. Once your shop is all linked up and you have orders coming through, purchasing postage for these orders is really quite simple. So if you click through to your new orders, you will see a list of these new orders, and you can apply postage to these individually, or to make life easier, you can batch select them and apply postage to multiple orders in one go. When applying postage, it's really quite simple. You start by entering the weight of your package. You can select between grams and kilograms. Once this is done, this will highlight the options that you can choose for your package size. For us, we send out large letters most frequently, so this is our go-to. Once you've selected your package size, you can then choose the service that you are wishing to send this via, so you can choose first class, sign for first class, second, all that you see listed below. And to the right, it will give you the price of this postage. For us, we're selecting Royal Mail second class delivery for these. And it's really as simple as that. That is your postage applied to your orders. So once you've applied your postage, you then need to pay and generate your labels. The paying process is simple. It simply goes through your PayPal account, or you can pay via card. Now that the payment has been made, our order is being processed and our labels will soon land in our download box. As the orders came through Etsy, all of the details of the buyer will already have been input for us, so it's simply a case of opening up these labels and running them through the printer. It's as simple as that. When actually printing the labels, make sure that you have the correct paper size selected. So for us, we're using our label printer, the Label 9X100, and for this we need our 4x6 inch labels printing. You can produce other sizes, but for us, of course, it is 4x6. So when that's all good, you simply hit the print button and away you go. If you have an order that, say, hasn't come through Etsy, or you just need to create a custom printing label, this is also quite simple. You simply click the buy and print a shipping label. Recently, there's been a new and improved beta version of the creating order form, which we prefer using. So of course you would start by entering your recipient's name. If you need to as well, their company name. As well as this, you would begin entering their address, as so. You can enter their email and their phone number as well if you need to, and of course the important bit, the postcode. But to make life even easier, Royal Mail have also added a feature where you can actually simply start by typing address and it will show addresses that you may be after. So of course you'd have your sender details entered in already. And a lot of questions we've had about postage have been about customs. What do you do with customs? So it's really simple. Royal Mail does it for you. You simply go through the package contents, enter all the details where applicable. For example, if we were sending an enamel pin, we'd enter enamel pin. If you use product identifiers, you'd enter these too. You can set up products, so if you have a list of products that you use regularly, you can select these from a drop down. You'd also enter the item weight, so say you have a quantity of one that's 13 grams, you'd enter this. Say you're sending 3 pins, it would automatically update the total weight for you. This is the same with the price as well. One pin is say £7. If you've got the 3 in there for quantity, it will update the total price for you, which is really, really handy. And that is simply all you need to do for a custom form. If you have other items, you can add them in too. It's really as simple as that. And then this customs label will be included in your batch label print. If you need to, you can add delivery instructions for things such as ring apartment to or leave in a safe place, and these will be displayed on your printing label, clearly for the delivery driver to see. And then it's simply apply postage. You can also save the order, or you can create another. If you create another, this simply starts the form again and the form you've just filled out is saved. So once you've done all that, you can head back to your dashboard, go to your orders, and you will see the order that you just made. This makes life easy if you do have, say, custom orders that you don't put on your Etsy but you need to send them off anyway. You can create your custom label for this order and get it sent off with ease.
We really hope this has helped you. We strongly believe that as a small business, if we find things that help us, we should share them with other small businesses so that small businesses can run the world.
Damn right. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please do give us a thumbs up, subscribe, we really appreciate it, and there'll be much more to come. We promise you this isn't going to be our only video. So thank you.